Okay, so we are here at Hersheypark. 2 hours before they close, and the reason why is for the preview day. Hersheypark does this thing where you can show up the day before you plan on going to the park for the full day, 2 hours before it closes, to get a preview. And I hear that Skyrush and Wildcats Revenge are basically walk-ons at night, so we're gonna see about trying to get on those today. So, and maybe some stuff that I wasn't planning on getting on at all I can get today if there's time, so we'll find out. You can kind of say what you want about the Candemonium layout. The chocolate fountain centerpiece does look really, really aesthetically pleasing, even if the ride itself is a little slow. But we're here to find Wildcats and Skyrush and get on them. I see Skyrush, it's just right there. Don't know where Wildcats is. There's a lot of people. A lot of people on a Thursday night. Nope, it's Friday. That makes sense. That makes sense, yeah, it's Friday. There are pockets of like classic theme park charm here, and I feel like they might be shooting some kind of smell into the air. So, a lot of brown. Okay, so I totally fully understand why it's called Thigh Crush now. I lost circulation in my leg a little bit. That hurt, but it was still a very fantastic ride. I was able to get back row. I'm not used to filming horizontal. I was able to get back row, and I was alone in the back row, and it was fantastic. It was so good. The laterals are crazy. The ejector is crazy. Every time we went over a hill, I was flung. Those seats give you so much room to get thrown up top, but like crush your legs. So people talk about how there's this weird kink in the first drop where it starts with floater and then jumps to ejector, and I didn't get that. No, instead I felt the floater and then it went straight into slamming me down into my seat as it kinked and bottomed out. Fahrenheit was literally a walk-on, so you know I had to stop and do it because that's rare. Really, really fun. I always love a 90-degree lift hill. That feeling like you're gonna fall out, so cool. And this one's a really good one. That 97-degree drop is fantastic. There was a moment after the Cobra roll where, not on the Cobra roll, literally after it rattled a little bit. But other than that, you know, really great. The double corkscrew into that turnaround head chopper and then that diabolical airtime hill afterwards is just demonic elements. So good. Intamin does not miss. Yo, what's up? Intamin does not miss. So, y'all, so I got my dates wrong and the park actually has closed. I thought that they closed at 9, but they actually closed at 8 today. So I got the last ride on Fahrenheit at least. That was cool. But I missed Wildcats, but that's okay. Not exactly ready to go back to my motel yet, so I'm gonna maybe check out Chocolate World and see if I can get on the dark ride.
For your safety.
Our cocoa experts carefully select, sort, and combine beans from various countries in precise amounts.
Oh, it's actually warm in here. That's weird.
And friction. The grinding turns cocoa nibs into the smooth, dark liquid used. Oh, goodness.
Okay, so we are back at Hersheypark just as it's opening. Woo, look at that! God, that is so cool. Anyways, the plan is to rope drop Wildcats. I got my fast pass, but it's drizzling a little bit. The goal is to start at Wildcats and then hit all of the rides in that area. Lightning Racer, Jolly Rancher, Storm Runner, and probably Fahrenheit again in the front row now that I've got my glasses, and then move on to the next section. So we are here 15 minutes before open. Okay, after a dash to the back of the park, we are nearing Wildcat. We're going for front row. Empty. It's been a little bit since I've gotten on a new RMC, not counting Jersey Devil. I'm talking of their hybrid styles. Last time I went on a new one, I think, was Storm Chaser 2 years ago. But we'll be getting on a lot this year. And this is the first one. We'll go for front row. Front row today for the morning. I'm not using the fast pass for this because I rope dropped it. I rope drop it to get a morning front row rain ride. Okay, so full disclosure, I just rode that 3 times, not one. The line was so dead, I didn't even have to use a flash pass. I got back row, front row, and then closer to back row with a full train. And wow, that thing runs really nice and really smooth. I wanted to go for more, but my stomach said that was the last one. The inversions are fantastic. That 0G roll is crazy. The front row is insane when the train is full and it's in the morning. I need to get on it later in a back row ride when it's warmed up and later in the day, but front row right now is fantastic. Just get completely thrown out. It's crazy. The laterals on that like slight curve on that hill is just as insane as I thought it would be. This is, I think, a really good, like maybe top mid-tier RMC. So far, I don't know what it's been, but coasters have been a front row ride for me lately. I feel like I get thrown out of my seat way more. I wonder if I just enjoy that like weightlessness going up hills than I do that ejector going down, which is fine, you know, but I always thought I was a back row person, so I'm learning things about myself on this trip, and the trip's just begun. But yeah, we're headed to Lightning Racer now. That's laugh track. I have so far not needed to use my fast pass. I'm starting to wonder if I wasted money, but I'm actually gonna sit down for a little bit and let my stomach rest before I do an Old Woody. And that's after some retracking. Yikes. It started out really rough, and it's probably because there's like nobody on this ride right now. It's completely dead, it feels like, in this area of the park. I feel like I'm wasted my fast pass, but I don't know. Maybe I'll get on some more rides later with the fast pass and just do everything again when it's fuller. Oop, I went in a circle. Yeah, the first couple drops, really rough. It started to get better, but you can really see how old the wood is. You can really feel how rough the untracked parts are. I was told Lightning was the smoother side too. I don't know if that's still true, because if that's the smooth side, I do not want to get on Thunder. Although Thunder did win, and I hear that Thunder usually wins, but that's another one done. And I keep on, I'm going towards the water park. I keep on thinking to myself, when are the crowds coming? Maybe when I get on laugh track, which I'll probably do next, because it's right here. But yeah, I don't know. Ooh. Barely spun. That was kind of boring. I think it would have been better if it spun more. And I don't know why the weight distribution was so off, because it was 2 and 1, so it should have spun me way more than it did, but maybe it's because I was in the back, because they wanted the front. It doesn't matter, but I hope to get on it again later with it spinning more, hopefully, because I just don't think I got the best ride on it. But it was still themed very well. It still had a little bit of fun to it. Being in the back, I got to see the little girly, evil and demonic. It was really cool. But now we're heading to Storm Runner and Jolly Rancher Remix, which are apparently, like, they share an entrance sign. That's crazy. So I figured as I'm walking by Fahrenheit heading to Storm Runner and Jolly Rancher, if the line's pretty long, I'll use my fast pass to get a front row on Fahrenheit because it's here. So let's see. I'm almost banking on it being a long line. If it's a short line, I'm just gonna save it for later. I just don't want to waste my pass. The Fahrenheit's line was really short again, so I just hopped on it real quick. Still fantastic. Rattled a little more through the Cobra roll. And they were assigning seats, which means I still haven't gotten front row on that thing. But that's okay. Now we're heading to Jolly and Storm Runner. What that line was, but fantastic boomerang. The restraints were pretty smooth, the ride was pretty smooth. Going backwards on the cloth-weighted loop was a little rough on my stomach, but other than that, it was fantastic. I like that the tunnel smelled like Jolly Ranchers. I really like Jolly Ranchers, so that was fantastic for me. Another one done, another one in the books. Storm Runner front row. Complete walk on. Really starting to feel like this is a waste of time, but oh wow. Man, it just makes me remember how great hydraulic launches are and how much I miss them. Rest in peace, OG Top Thrill Dragster. Rest in peace, King Dakar. Fantastic, so fast. Flew out of your seat at the top hat. So whippy, so great. Wish it was a little longer, but it's still a great layout for what it is. You get sideways airtime on those on the S-bend, the snake turns or whatever it's called. The Stangle dive is so weird. Rain pelted a little bit, but it's still fantastic. Ooh, we're gonna get on Trailblazer next. Smells like smoke and barbecue over here. Probably the worst mine ride I've ever been on. Not that it's bad per se, it's just a whole lot of nothing. It's a whole lot of nothing and it's short. It's short and it's a whole lot of nothing, and I got hit a couple times. So yeah, kind of like a waste of time, frankly. So yeah, now we're gonna get on the launch towers, I guess, because it's only now noon and we're like halfway done. So, you know, that means, because of, I mean, we're here till close, that like we'll get a ton of re-rides. That's rare. Woo! Or maybe we'll leave early and we'll go to Dorney or go to Great Adventure again. Who knows? Who knows anymore? Not me. shocking amount of airtime. The launch up gave some airtime, the drop down gave some airtime, so much airtime that it bashed my thighs into the restraints, but that's a really good launch tower. I'm curious to try out Reese's, I think, but I'm not gonna do kisses. I think I almost like the Reese's side a little more, because while the Hershey Tower is definitely taller, the Reese's side, it like pushes you up and down a few times. It's pretty great. But now we're gonna head to Super Duper Lupa and Great Bear, and then we've got just Comet and Candemonium left. And I've still got hours before my reservation. I don't know what I'm gonna do. I haven't used my Fast Pass once yet. The park is dead today. Dead. I mean, you can't go wrong with a B&M invert, but that definitely is like one of the weaker ones for sure. You see, this ride has a lot of dead zones where it's just like straight track or a curve. You don't really feel a lot, and I wanted a little more oomph on that vertical loop, especially in the back row. It should have flung me a lot more aggressively than it did, but it's still, you know, it's a B&M invert. Like I said, can't go wrong with B&M invert. I think I liked it more than Silver Bullet for sure, and the corkscrew was fantastic. Also with that ride, we finally had to use the Fast Pass, because I guess that's where the crowds are, is there in the Twizzler Twisted Gravity. So we're gonna head on Super Duper Lupa, and then we're going down to Sky Rush and Comet, and then all that's left is Candemonium and then food. So we're gonna start probably getting re-rides soon. So it's a pretty great park, and dead today, so I don't even know what I'm gonna get on as of my first re-ride. Probably Storm Runner. That thing's great. Yeah, that ride was boring. It was probably the most boring Schwarzkopf I've ever been on. My goodness. I mean, the loop was cool, as always, to be expected, but you know, it was just kind of like a scenic, you know, I'm kind of joking that this is like the better of the two mine rides at Hersheypark, because that's what it feels like, honestly, in a lot of ways. Like a mine ride with a loop. Not good. And we're almost done with the park, so we just gotta hit Twisted Gravity, and I haven't seen Sky Rush Run, and then it's Comet and Candemonium. Yo, that thing's got a lot of great forces, very windy, great views. Pretty good flat ride, great spot for it, fantastic thing for the park, fantastic thing for the skyline. Just looked into it, by the way, and Sky Rush is closed right now. Not sure when it will open or if it will open, but I'm here all day, so we'll get on it again eventually, hopefully front row. But now it's time for Comet. Vomit Comet. I don't know why I said that. No vomit, no Comet. Yes, Comet. You get the point. Anyways, after I think Comet, I'm gonna check out some of the shops and use the bathroom, because the idea was I kind of wanted to do Candemonium right before Chocolatier, because they're in the same area, but I've still got 2 hours before my reservation. Whoa, I am so glad I have the Fast Pass for Comet, because holy crap. Y'all Comet Glazers, it is not all that in a bag of chips. Is it better than Lightning Racer? Yeah, of course, but it's still very rough and pretty forceless, honestly. So it closed down again. It closed down for inclement weather. I'm not seeing any lightning. It's a little bit of a drizzle, and my reservation is in an hour. So I was given this so I can get back onto the front row and use my Fast Pass again, because this I can now no longer use on Sky Rush. So now that that's done and over with, we're gonna go to Candemonium. It's the last ride I need at this park, and I think my 180th credit. Let's go! Woo! That was stupid. But yeah, so far it's been a pretty good day though. Gone on a lot of things. Chocolatier's coming soon. I'm probably gonna have to get that Ferris wheel sampler. I know it's like $50, but like, dude. Anyways, we're headed to the front of the park. Gonna do Candy Mo, get on Chocolatier, and then check out the shops before heading back to Sky Rush. And then after that, I want to do a couple rides on Storm Runner. So yeah. Very excited for Candy Mo. The overhate of the chocolate fountain section must stop. The the Kisses fountain. It's a lot of fun. It was pretty fast. It was great. This is a fantastic B&M Hyper. I don't care what anybody says. I think it's like my third favorite B&M Hyper. I think I like it even more than Leviathan. I'm gonna be so dead honest. The hills are smooth, it's floaty. I love the turnaround. The outer bank hill. Oh my goodness. Floater sideways airtime is not a feeling I ever thought I would experience. And yet here we are. Fantastic. I think it's the second best ride in the park. I'll be hating on that ride way too much. I mean, like, hate isn't necessarily the correct word, but like, people are mean about that finale, and I just don't get it. I just don't. It was a lot of fun. Went by the fountain. There's a lot of people. I screamed and I waved. I screamed extra loud so that the people would see and hear. It's great. It was a great ride. I love that ride. I'm definitely going to be having to re-ride that one a few times because, like, how could I not? That's so great. It's so good. So at this point, it was time for my Chocolatier reservation. I was very excited for this. The whole idea is that they combine chocolate with your meals. It's very, very cool. It's got great views. Very gimmicky, but really fun gimmick, frankly. For the drink, I got the frozen chocolatier, which had vodka and Kahlua in it, as well as a lot of Hershey cacao. It was basically like an adult chocolate milkshake, and this thing was dangerously delicious. Very, very red. For dinner, I got the Chocolate Town burger. It had glazed chocolate chips inside of it and also thick cut bacon. Here's me eating the bacon on its own. It was very chewy, so delicious. It also came with a side of fries that were really good but hot. As you can see, I burned my mouth there. They were so delicious. Once I put one in my mouth, I couldn't stop. The chips were homemade and very crunchy. The chocolate glaze on them was delicious. It added a nice flavor and texture to the burger. The burger itself was massive, very, very hard to eat. But it was so, so, so good. The combinations of flavors were just fantastic. It like rained proper just for the ride. Like, it's already started to die down, but my God, front row on this thing just really solidified how great I think it is. I truly think it's the third best B&M Hyper, just behind Diamondback. It's fantastic. It's so intense. Every element is great. I refuse to listen to anybody who thinks that the Hershey fountain section, the Kisses fountain section is lame. Because it's like, okay, what, you don't like whimsy? Yeah, sure, it's not intense. Yeah, the trims slow it down, but it's awesome. It's awesome. It's a really cool moment. But yeah, with it now raining, I think it's time to head to the back of the park and see about hopping on to maybe Laugh Track while the rain pours. I've still got a fast pass usage on that one, so probably everybody was thinking the same thing, but not everybody got one of those. Haven't seen Sky Rush run this whole time. If it doesn't run the rest of the day, I'll have to use that single use somewhere else. I don't know where, but I will. Probably Candy Mo. I love Candy Mo. I got 149,000 on that thing. my arm started to hurt, and I didn't understand what you could and could not shoot and how much bonus points and whatnot. I feel like if you learn the meta, that'd be really fun. It was a really good ride. Cool dark ride, cool shooting, cool relief from the rain. Now we'll just do laugh track to get another relief because it's raining some more. I think I'm here for that Fahrenheit front row. Finally use my fast lane pass. Do it while I'm walking by and then stop at laugh track. I don't know how it's gonna be in the rain, but I enjoy Fahrenheit, so I don't know if it's gonna be bad. I mean, it's just rain can hurt so bad sometimes. Gosh, it's so good every time, but it really is a front row ride, and I know that now. Woo! God, I love Fahrenheit. All right, I think we're gonna get to laugh track, lightning racer, go for thunder, and after that, I don't know what. I'd like the weather to stop so I can check out Wildcat, not in the rain, because I haven't done that all day. Just did laugh track again and got a much better ride. We spun way more, got the front view this time. I went up in my ranks, so know that. And it stopped raining. Smells like weed over here. It stopped raining, so we're gonna get on a back row Wildcat ride now that it'll be warmed up, not raining. Hope my stomach can handle it. Let's go. Yeah, okay, that ride is meant to be in the back row with the train full, warmed up, late at night, no rain. This is fantastic. I will say I dropped it out of number 1 in my park. It's a good number 2. I love Candemonium, but this is really good, especially at night. Especially with a full train in the back row. That's the way to do it. All right, we've got like, I think, an hour left in the park, so I'm gonna get on Storm Runner and then Skyrush with my pass. And if there's enough time, Candemonium. But we're doing Storm Runner with my pass, Skyrush with my pass, and then that's kind of the day. And then tomorrow we go to Six Flags America, which will feel like a far cry compared to this. Oh boy, will it. Gotta book it. Gotta book it. I mean, my experiences on Storm Runner are cursed because it stopped raining but then started just in time for my ride again, but it wasn't as bad. Ooh, Jolly Rancher at night is something else. Looks like a rave. That's not true. I know what raves look like. Not that. Okay, so there's 7 minutes. Maybe if I'm fast enough, I can get to Candemonium. But I got front row on it, and it was a much better ride in the front row. So intense, so fast, so whippy. Being able to see what's going on too is fantastic. It's gonna go up. I don't know where. Probably still behind Candemonium. Maybe just behind. I just made it. That was the last Reese's ride of the day. There was still a Kiss and a Twizzlers going after us. So third to last ride of the day. Fantastic. Got the back row. I kept on saying, what did I say? Back ride, Candy Mo. No. And the Fast Pass totally ended up being worth it for 3 rides. I managed to get a rear ride on everything I wanted to. So that was fantastic. This is a great park. It's gonna be so sad to go to Six Flags America after this, honestly, but it's what we're doing, so yeah. Front row, nope. Night ride, Candemo, no rain in the back row.